On to the final stage of the calibration process. We now want to look at upwash for speed. So the way to do that is let's tidy up and remove the true and direction graph and the data graph here. And we're left with this graph which looks at a timeline of your sailing session. And it's plotting phases which were upwind in blue and downwind in orange. And you'll notice that some of the phases might be missing in the middle. The reason for that is that we want to tell Calibrator to only look at phases that go from upwind to downwind within, say, 5 minutes. And when we do that, we're kind of assured that, well, at least statistically hoping that the wind will not have changed that much during that period, in which case we want to look at the average wind speeds downwind versus upwind or vice versa and apply any corrections if need be. So let's focus on this area here. So using the keyboard shortcuts, click and drag and the Alt key, I can go and select that. Now, when I do that, it's going to zoom on those specific phases, and the blue and orange lines, which represent the average of the upwind and the downwind, it looks like this was a bottom mark as we're going from downwind to upwind. So the averages are displayed here and the numbers are displayed here. So here we can in fact see that this downwind, the wind speed was reading about half a knot more than upwind. So provided we've observed the same thing multiple times over the day at different times where we went from upwind to downwind and downwind to upwind, then I could build confidence that there is some calibration to do. And the way to do that is simply to click on the post calibrate and get our table here. And so obviously we're looking at downwind, we're in the vicinity of 8 knots. So if I go around here and I say, okay, my downwind looks to be overreading by about half a knot. So I'll type minus 0.5 here. And immediately this gets corrected and we now have the two that are a lot closer. We probably have to work at the cells around that and also make sure that the same effect was not just a wind shift, but it applied over the entire day or even over multiple sessions.